So let's go back to the
1619, yeah.
Right. So what exactly did the hit? Because you said it's prophecy. It's half prophecy, half
Yeah.
Israelites fucked up. How did the Israelites fuck up?
What we did was essentially not love each other, right? If we take a look at pre-colonial history, pre-Columbian history, be it in West Africa, be it in the Americas, we have the same thing going on. Different tribes related to each other, murdering each other, killing each other, hating each other, oppressing each other. We were doing that before the Spaniard sailed, the Englishman, the Dutchman, the French. Before they came and started doing it to us, we was doing it to each other. And I think that's where we went wrong. And that's why God allowed a foreign power to come and do it to us as a punishment.
So this is interesting, right? Because the tribes going against each other, especially in what is called Mexico at the, today, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you heard, too familiar with Malinche.
Yeah, Malinche. I actually got a T-shirt on my website, No Malinchismo.
So question, do you think La Malinche was wrong? Or do you think she was in the right? Because like you said, the tribes were going at each other, going to war with each other. Was she in the right or was she in the wrong?
I think she was dead wrong. I think that was the treacherous, like she's like a top level traitor. So there's a story, the first lynching that ever occurred in the Americas was in the Dominican Republic and Haiti, before it was called that, right? It was a Taino woman, Ana Corona, and she literally said they killed her brother, they killed her father, and the Spanish man, he just wanted to marry her. And she's like, you can lynch me before I'll marry you. You see what I'm saying? That's a stand-up sister. That's what Malinche should have did. Instead, she got with Hernan Cortez and sold out the whole of Mexico.
So I interviewed Cholo Juan like 5 months ago, and I asked him about this. And he actually was in favor of La Malinche because he pretty much said that she got her lick back, as he said, quote unquote, because she was raped, I guess, and all these other things, going to war with other tribes. So he doesn't see no wrong in what she did. Could you see where he's coming from when he says that?
I could see where he's coming from, but my thing is, there got to come a point, right? Whereas there's got to be a level of morality in the game, whereas clicking up with this outsider to go against, like you can't do that. If I got to get my lick back against some people that we're distantly related to, then we gonna do that. I'm not finna get with this guy who just came off a damn boat from the other side of the world and click up with him in order to do it, because ultimately what you end up doing is selling out your entire race. It's so much bigger than her lick at that point. And that's what sometimes we lose sight of, how big something is, where you're just thinking about personally how you feel and what this means to you, but ultimately through her being motivated by her own personal vendetta, she sold all of her people out, and has become the poster child for being a sellout, essentially. She's like the Mexican equivalent of an Uncle Tom. Like, you're the worst type of Mexican that there could be, is Malinche,
Do you see that a lot today?
What you mean, like sellout?
People selling out to their own race?
For sure. Our people, be it Black, Hispanic, Native American, our people love selling out, bro. They absolutely love it, and it's a complex of, like the house Negro that people know about. Like, if I can get closer to the house, if I can get closer to massa, the better I will be, and I'm just looking out for me. That's what a lot of our people be thinking in their minds.
What do you got to say to people who say, well, I got to do what I got to do to put food on the table or pay the bills?
We all do.
Do you respect that?
I don't. I only respect respectable ways to put the food on the table, right? Because some people could turn around and say, well, hey, man, I traffic kids, and that's how I got to put the food on the table. Wait, huh? We can't respect that. You see what I'm saying? So there's got to be a line.
You take it that serious even to where, like to that point too?
Yeah, you got to, because we got, a man got to have a code, right? There's got to be a code. There's got to be a line that's like, we're not crossing this line. I'm not selling my people out. I'm not selling my own soul for $1 bill. What profit is it if a man gained the whole world, but he loses his soul? It's no profit in that. So we always got to have a line on, the things that we do, for sure.
I want to go to, how did you stumble across this knowledge?
Yeah, so in 2008, man, I was on World Star Hip Hop, and I seen a video, with the typical white depiction of Jesus with horns on it. Now, I grew up Catholic, so to me, I always seen this image, but I always kind of had a conflict, like internally. I kind of rejected it in my mind, but I never had any evidence or information to prove it. I never really read the Bible, did any research on anything like that. So I felt like this wasn't an accurate depiction of Jesus, but I had zero idea on how to go about substantiating it. So I just had to accept it. So when I saw the white Jesus with the devil horns on it in the thumbnail of the video, I clicked the video. And then, it was brothers on the street, and they were dealing with a Colombian brother, and they were explaining to him, hey, this is how Jesus looks according to the Bible. This is who the 12 tribes of Israel are, etc. So from there, I pretty much was sold because they was able to show everything with the scripture. So, hey, who am I to argue?
And what year was this?
2008.
Oh, okay. So 2008. So off the gate, did you take it serious, or were you kind of dibbling and dabbling, and then there was a point where you really went full on gas?
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So like I saw it, I believed it automatically. Like I just received it. It clicked with me. It resonated with me. So I believed it. But I was 17, finna be 18 at the time. I was still in the street. So it took me a couple years to like really get involved.
Oh, okay. I see. So I want to ask you, this is very interesting, right? Because are you familiar with Billy Carson?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about his, his theories and
man,
whatnot?
I think Billy Carson is crazy. Like, it's crazy because I do a lot of debates, and I did so many debates. I'm like, people are like, who do you want to debate? And I'm like, I really don't want to debate anybody, but if it's going to be anybody, probably Billy Carson, because, he's like so left field with a lot of stuff. And a lot of the stuff he says is just baseless. And then, recently he had the debate with Wes Huff.
With the Christian.
Yeah, with the Christian.
So, yeah.
And it was bad. And I'm like, now I ain't got to debate him. He's done.
It kind of seems after that, his career just took a complete downfall.
Because when you take so many weak stances or like manufactured stances that really don't have the proof on it, like you really are making yourself vulnerable to getting done like that.
Is there anything he says that you can agree with, or do you completely disagree?
I think there's some stuff I've heard him say that I'm with totally. I think so for sure. Not a lot though, but I want to say there was something I seen him do maybe a couple weeks ago that I was like, all right, like I like what he said there, like that's on point. But I can't even remember what it was. But I wouldn't say totally disagree with. But a lot of the more popular theories that he postulates, for sure, I'm in disagreement with.
When you say popular, as far as like alien theories and things,
alien theories. What he says about the Sinai Bible, which is not even the name of the text that he's referring to, which is, he's talking about the Syriac Sinaiticus, which Wes Huff
exposed
and things like that. So, like stuff like that, nah, we not with that.